Hi, good evening, weather watchers. If you're joining us now, we had a few technical glitches. We've gotten those taken care of. We're watching a couple rapidly developing thunderstorms, severe thunderstorms in southeast Kansas that have developed along a stationary front or warm front, uh, right just to the one we're most concerned about is just to the west of Parsons, Kansas. And let's zoom in there real quick. In the area outlined in red, this indicates a excuse me, a tornado watch that looks like runs until 2 a.m. And let's see here. Looks like a significant hail event, as well as chances of tornadoes. This cell just has gone tornado warn just to the west of Parsons, and let's definitely take a look at it. And there we go. You can see the inflow. We have inflow here, and that is wrapping around. And this storm is probably going to follow this boundary, the warm front. If it stays along this boundary, this could be a pretty significant tornado. But if you're in the Parsons area or know anyone in the Parsons area, I would take cover immediately. It shows that we do have a potential tornado. Let's see if we can. Let's see here. This was at 7:11, a severe thunderstorm producing a tornado was located near Mountain Valley, or 7 miles east of Cherryvale, moving east at 30. Tornado and golf ball size hail. Spotters have reported a funnel cloud associated with this storm. That's to the west of Parsons. So we definitely need to keep an eye on this. And if we can get images, we will definitely show those to you. Let's see here. But again, this is for northern Labette County in southeast Kansas. We do have a nice signature on the radar showing this developing situation. And again, this system is just west of Parsons, and it is moving to the east northeast. Okay. So from time to time, you might not hear us talk. We're doing some things in the background, but we just want to let you know we are live, and we are still here. Yeah, looks like we have a confirmed tornado with this storm directly west of Parsons on the Udall Road. It looks like that's one of the main roads going in and out of Parsons. Let's see here if we can enlarge this just a little bit more. We've got a couple other circulations that looks like as well. Let's see. Okay, this is let's see. This looks to be let's see here. This looks to be US 160, so it's right along the southern highway here in southeast Kansas. So this tornado looks like it's or funnel cloud. It has been reported as a funnel cloud, so it has not touched down. We do have confirmation of very large hail with this thunderstorm as well. I'm going to see if I can't take this real quick. If you're just joining us, we do have a tornado warning for Labette County in southeast Kansas, and we do have a confirmed funnel cloud. Looks like about 9 miles, excuse me, 6 miles directly west of Parsons, and this storm is moving to the east northeast. And we'll get a track on it here in just a second. I think we're going to have to watch this other cell as well. You can actually see how this cell is if you can see this. You can see the inflow here and it's wrapping around. Very good signature storm. And here on the backside, you can see looks like it's trying to develop there we go, a hook right in this area here from additional circulations. Now let's back out just a bit more. Let's see. We might have a couple developing tornadoes actually, and I think we do. Yeah, this whole cell is rotating, and boy, it started to definitely rotate very quickly. And this storm also around Sycamore, it's taking on the kidney bean shaped. So we're going to have to watch this as well. These are all individual isolated cells, so they are supercells. So excuse me for just a minute while I update some things. We need to let people know what we're seeing. Okay. And we should be getting another update here very shortly from the National Weather Service. And these storms are definitely, they're following right along this this boundary in southeast Kansas. And let's see how far back to the west that they will develop. There's a storm, a severe thunderstorm right over Pittsburgh. But I'm real concerned about the storm that is just west of Parsons. Let's see if we can. Yeah, the hail has definitely increased in size. It is over ping pong ball size at this time. Let's see here. Yeah, we're going to get an update here any second, but that cell has definitely got significant rotation to it. There we go. Doesn't look like it moved too much, but it did. It's these aren't racing off. Uh, let's see, but we still have that. The kidney bean shape looks like we're trying to. Um, the cell is still continuing to grow, but this thing, I mean, literally, it blew up within 15 minutes. It was definitely on its way up. We don't have any more reports, but we do have quite a bit of shear noted by these. These are called meso indicators. And let's take a look ourselves. Let's take a look at the storm relative velocity and see if we can, or let's just take a look at the base velocity first. There we go. And this shows, looks like what we're worried about looks like possibly to the east of Parsons already. Let's see here. Let's see which way. Greens are going toward the radar. We're looking at this from the Wichita radar. So the greens are going toward the radar, so back toward the west, and the reds are going away. That's how we know that this particular storm does have. There we go. We just got another update. So let's see here. Not well organized, I'd say, but the entire storm does appear to be rotating. Let's go back and switch to just the base reflectivity. But here we have its inflow notch, and this storm behind it, it's really starting to. It's north of Cherryvale, northwest of Cherryvale. So let's let's watch these and see what they do. Let's see if we have any updates on. We do not have any updates from the National Weather Service or spotters at that. Let's see if I have anything in my feed from my spotters. If you have information on this storm, please feel free to give us a call. You can call and talk to us live. The phone number is area code 916-761-8984. Again, we're watching thunderstorms develop in southeast Kansas. We do have a tornado warning for Labette County in southeast Kansas. These storms have just blown up just in the last 20 to 30 minutes and became tornadic. We did have a funnel cloud sighted to the west of Parsons and 9 miles north of Mound Valley. And that was at around 21 minutes ago. We have not had any further reports. We do know that this storm is producing pretty significant hail, larger than ping pong ball size. They are moving off to the east northeast. They're following this boundary. This is a stationary boundary or a warm front that snuck up from Oklahoma. That's why um, we're kind of we didn't think this front would move so far north today, move back north today, because it was located in northern Oklahoma, but it did move um, around 60 to 70 miles back to the north, which has caused this situation to develop. Another thing we've got to be um, vigilant about is we have what we call a jet streak, which is a part of the jet stream that it was in the Oklahoma Panhandle about an hour ago, and it's traveling at pretty significant velocity. It's going to come in contact with these, and it will definitely help them. Um, it will definitely help sustain them, provide some more dynamics in the atmosphere, and we could see these thunderstorms continue into the night as they move off to the east. So Missouri, southwest Missouri, northwest Arkansas, and southeast Kansas, you could have a long evening this evening. But we'll be here to keep you posted. The radar's going to update here shortly. Let's see if we have any other reports. Yeah, we've got quite a few mesos associated. These are the circles. This entire storm appears to be rotating. There we go. We did get an update. Uh, all right. Still, we have a tornado warning until 8 p.m. for northern Labette County, as this system moves off to the just east northeast, but more of an easterly direction. This on its current track, it will take this very close to Pittsburgh again, probably within the next 45 minutes or so. So we're definitely going to keep an eye on this. Don't have any other reports except we did have a confirmed funnel report, and as soon as these are reported into the National Weather Service, we get them immediately on our radar. Sorry if we take a little time and you do not hear us. We are live. If you are in southeast Kansas and you have any information you'd like to pass along to us, don't hesitate to call us. Our phone number is area code 916-761-8984. And we will put you on the air, and you can tell our viewers what you are seeing. Okay, if you're just joining us, we are, let's see here, we got an update to our, okay, we do have a confirmed tornado on the ground west of Parsons, and this was just minutes ago. It is moving east at 25 miles an hour. Emergency management does confirm a tornado is on the ground and west of Parsons. And let's see, here we go. We have another report that we have a touchdown 4 miles west southwest of Parsons as well, and that was 8 minutes ago. So let's look at this. There we go. This was the original funnel cloud report, and here is the tornado report. It looked like it has touched down, and now it has gone back up. But I would bet that we have a rotating wall cloud in this area. It looks like it's putting down some fairly large hail with this storm. Let's see, almost 2-inch in diameter hail. So that is over the size of ping pong balls, or close to the size of ping pong balls. This storm is definitely rotating. Let's look back out here real quick. Let's see if we can take a look at the base velocity and see if we can see where we are rotating. I might have to switch to the Springfield or Tulsa radar. In fact, let's try that real quick and bring up to Tulsa radar. That will probably help us. Oh yeah, you can definitely see the differences in the colors. So let's go ahead and there we go. The radar is down to the south, and green means the colors that are going towards the radar, and reds are colors that are going away. So right in here looks to be the most likely area at this point of a possible tornado. We just had an update, and but you can see the red is going away, green is going toward. So this entire storm is rotating, and it's rotating in a counterclockwise position. So if anything, looks like the tornado would probably be in this area, which would go along with what they've spotted previously. The funnel cloud along 160, and the tornado just southwest of Parsons, 4 miles. So let's just keep an eye. Again, we'll be getting an update here very, very shortly. Golf ball sized hail was also confirmed with this last update. But let's take this back out, and you can see the difference in shape that this storm has taken on. Let's zoom out real quick and see what's happening with these other storms. This other storm looks to be in good air, or air that let's see here. I like to call it good air, but it's moist, warm and moist air. Not sure what the last, let's see. Yeah, they had a temperature of 79 and a dew point of 61, which is just prime for severe thunderstorms and tornadoes. Again, if you're, looks like this, the storms are following this. They're definitely following this boundary. So we're going to keep an eye on this and see exactly what's going to happen with this. But these storms went up very, very quickly. And notice that they're independent storms. Are independent of each other. They're not lining up. And those are called supercell thunderstorms. Let's look at this real quick here. This is the storm. There we go. We have somewhat of an inflow notch right here, which means the storm, we have inflow coming in from the southeast, and that's what's feeding the storms. You can see along here. it just wraps around. This storm just wraps around. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Looks and keep in mind, remember, the radar that we are using right now is the radar in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So it's south. Green are colors that are going toward the radar. So green is going toward the radar, and red are colors that are going away. So you can tell we definitely have some circulation still with this storm. We have no further reports of tornadoes, but I will bet you that we do have some images of, just one second here, images of some wall clouds or funnel clouds that are probably continuing at this time. Let's see if I can find some images from that area. Just going to look. Okay, this was just a minute ago. It looks like local law enforcement has confirmed a report of a tornado bouncing up and down near 400 and Irving, west of Parsons, Kansas, and that would put that right in this area. So we could have a couple different circulation here, then also a circulation here. Let's see if this helps. No, not much. The tornado warning has expanded. There we go. We've got a nice circulation here to the south and east of Parsons. Here we go. We've got a storm spotter, or someone is sending us some information. Oh, one of our Oklahoma watchers is sending us, weather watchers is sending us pictures from what the storms look to their north. But you can definitely see, weather watchers, this area of green and red combined together. That's a very good indication which way the wind is blowing. So I would definitely say that we have, and there we go. We're getting that nice developed, more defined hook echo that we talk about so much with tornadoes. So this storm is by no means weakening at all. It's probably actually got a nice hail core off to the northeast, and the size of the hail continues to increase. So let's see here. Let's get a little closer and see who might be threatened by this thing. Let's see here. I'm gonna have to go back into the Wichita site because I have all the streets loaded out of the Wichita radar. But that's okay. Let's take a look at that. There we go. Oh yeah. Okay. Isn't that interesting how the difference in you can see the well-defined from the well-defined hook echo from the Tulsa radar, but from Wichita, since it's further away, you can't see it as much. But it is definitely there. Okay. So it looks like these storms are taking a little bit straight east, maybe just a little bit south. So if I was in Labette, if I was in Montana, if I was in Sherman, I would be taking shelter right now, as you are under a tornado warning in Labette. County in southeastern Kansas. Looks like we have a cell to the south of Independence that has also blown up here just in the last few minutes as well. There we go. We've got a nice signal on this right in the area that we thought. So let's go back to the Tulsa radar and let's pick it out. The area in red is the severe thunderstorm, or excuse me, the tornado watch that's valid until 1 p.m. And it looks like we're getting storms to form all along this section, this stationary front or warm front, if you will. Yeah, this storm definitely south of Independence is really growing, and we're starting to get some storms south into Oklahoma that are starting to build as well. These storms are they're going to stay very close to this boundary. This boundary, if they get to the north of the boundary, they're going to lose some of the punch. The warm and moist air is right along the boundary or just south, and cooler and drier air is just north of the boundary. So they like to stay right on that boundary. Okay, you can definitely see, let's go in just a little closer on this. There we go. You can definitely see this hook that is developing. It's been there. And the inflow notch, you can see it up here. We have southwest winds or south winds, and they're being drawn in, and then we have the counterclockwise circulation, and you can see these two circulations. And I bet if we went back to the base velocity, we could, oh yeah, definitely. You can see this. Remember, greens mean go and reds mean away. Green is go. So it looks like I would bet we would have, we have a large funnel cloud or a tornado on the ground currently. We're just waiting on some confirmation of that. If you are in southwest Kansas, or excuse me, southeast Kansas, and you're watching these storms, please feel free to give us a call. Let us know what you're viewing. Our number is area code 916-761-8984. Okay, it looks like let's see. Yeah, Labette. If I was in Labette, I would definitely be taking shelter. You are very, very close. This is a dangerous situation for residents of Labette. I'm going to go back and get street view. So we're going to switch back to the Wichita radar just so I can put this in some perspective for Labette, residents of Labette. Oh, yes. There we go. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, if you're in Labette, I would be taking my tornado precautions. You should probably already be taking your tornado precautions. Looks like we also have some rotation on the north side of this. Also, there we go. We do have a tornado. Reports a tornado just 1 mile north of Labette. 1 mile north of Labette, an active tornado on the ground. And this storm appears to be moving southeast at only 21 knots, so about 28 miles per hour. So these storms aren't they are not hooking and booking like storms we typically see this time of the spring. So that does concern me that we have a tornado 1 mile north of Labette on the ground, and that was reported 2 minutes ago. If I'm in Oswego, 1, 2, 3, you're 5 miles away from this tornado. I would be taking tornado precautions there as well. Thanks for viewing with us tonight, Weather Watchers. We hope you like our format where we can do this and keep you posted and keep your family and friends. If they happen to be in the area, we can keep them posted as well. Let's go back to the base reflectivity, and I'm going to change sites. I'm going to go back to the Tulsa site because it provides us the best. There we go. Oh, definitely. You can see. You can definitely see um, the Hook Echo. Boy, this storm over just south of Independence, it is really starting. It is really starting to intensify with some hail cores. Let's stream that here. Looks like we have. Oh, this is another cell here. Let's see where we're at. This is the Kansas line. This is US 69, and looks like we have. Boy, this is very suspicious to me. Looks like we had quarter-sized hail reported by the Crawford County Fire Department just southwest of Frontenac, which is just to the north of Pittsburgh along US 69. This is moving into Missouri, but this is definitely a storm to pay attention to as well. Okay, let's see. We have another tornado warning that it's just been issued for Cherokee County in southeast Kansas and southern Crawford County in southeast Kansas until 8:30. Um, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is 14 miles southwest of McCune, moving east at 40. Tornado and ping pong size hail are possible with this storm. Okay. Boy, look at the look how this is this storm right here, and look at this hook. My goodness. I'm gonna say we have some. Oh yeah, definitely. We have definitely got. I would guarantee to say a tornado on the ground, very very close to Labette. If it didn't. And I'm sure there is farmsteads around in the country by Labette. I hope it didn't go through Labette, but there are. This is a very wide circulation, and I hope we don't start receiving reports of damage. But this is a very large circulation. And here is the other storm that's just moving. And see the boundary, this line that I'm drawing right here. This is the warm front. These storms are all staying along the warm front, and we have another storm right here with the meso indicator. And this storm is moving across state lines into Missouri. But let's pay close attention to this storm. Let's look back here. Oh yeah, on the back side of these storms, let's just check. Got a storm moving. Let's see here. Let's go back to the Wichita radar. I just want to check these real quick as these storms are starting to build. Yeah, these are all storms we're going to have to pay attention to. See how fast this one goes up by Winfield. As you can see, we have southwest winds here. It's 84 degrees, a dew point of 53 in Ponca City, and in Winfield, it's 74 degrees with a dew point of 59. So it's prime. Let's see. Well, you can still see this even from the Wichita radar. And that tornado looks like it's picking up a little bit of speed. But if you are in any of these farming areas in southeast Kansas, I would definitely be taking my tornado precautions. And you can see how this cell has just moved southeast, and that tornado that has followed right here. Let's take it to, let's go ahead and take it back to the Tulsa, Oklahoma. There we go. Oh boy, yeah, definitely. You can tell these storms are going to rotate, and the low-level jet is going to kick in here probably just after dark. That will enhance these storms even a bit more, unfortunately. I expect this tornado warning to be extended. Well, it looks like it has been. Let's see. Yeah, if you're in the town of Sherman, take your tornado precautions. The tornado should be right in this area. And you have the hail core to the north, and you can see it. We have winds coming in here. Inflow winds, and then they're just wrapping right around. And this is so anyone in Sherman, Kansas, most of these areas are rural, but on its current track, we're going to be coming towards Columbus, Kansas, and that's not too far, and that's a little more populated than some of these other small communities. But people do live in these communities, so we want to make sure that we are keeping up on these updates. And you're noticing this one just over the border and it's right along the warm front. But this one is getting that kind of hook echo, if you will, on the southwest side. So this is another storm that will probably be very, very suspicious. This is Joplin, and they have a southeast wind in Joplin. Temperature of 75 and a dew point of 62. Boy, these systems are just perfect. They have plenty of juice. Hate to say that, but it's a perfect night for tornadoes in southeast Kansas and southwest Missouri. And as the sun continues to go down, that doesn't make for fun spotting for law enforcement or emergency management. And as you can tell, these storms are starting. They're all individual storms still, as we talked about earlier. So they are individual supercells. They are, even though they are somewhat of a line, they are not connected. They're broken. Yeah, you can definitely tell this is the typical hook echo, and we've just had a new tornado watch or new tornado warning just issued, and that's what I love about this new. Uh, we get it just as soon as the National Weather Service puts it out. Uh, okay, this is tornado warning remains in effect for southeastern Crawford and Cherokee counties until 8:30. At 7:55, a thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was 7 miles west of West Mineral, and I'm highlighting West Mineral, and you can see the hail echo, and you can even see the winds in that hail echo, how they're wrapping around. Um, so the last known position of a potential tornado was 7 miles southwest of West Mineral, and that tornado appeared to be moving east at 40 miles per hour. There you go. This gets you a better idea. Again, this you can tell this is taking on that classic Cook Echo shape. We need to watch this storm behind this one. Even though this air has been worked over, we still have yeah dew points at temperature of 75, but the dew point is 63, and that's in Coffeyville. So boy, absolutely. Unfortunately, it's just perfect weather, perfect atmospheric conditions for tornadoes tonight in southeast Kansas. So people need to heed these warnings. Uh, it's good. We're not just these two storms seem to be the main storms. Um, looks like this system. I'm definitely concerned about Columbus, Kansas. If it keeps on its current track, it's been tracking east and southeast as it started up here by Highway 160. Let's see here. If you are in southeast Kansas, if you have, boy, look at this. This is sure. Let's take a look at this storm. I know it's over the boundary, but it's that last update. It is taking the shape of a tornadic thunderstorm. That's for sure. Oh yeah, you can definitely see the reds, the greens uh, coming very close together, and we're back using the Tulsa radar. So the greens are going toward, and the reds are going away. So and it's a counterclockwise circulation. So that would put that tornado somewhere close to Nashville, Missouri. Thanks for joining in with us tonight, Weather Watchers. We appreciate it. And if you have questions, please feel free to call. We're open to answering any questions that you have. This is how we learn about things. The number to call is 916-761-8984. We want to talk and answer any questions that we can. But if you know anyone in the area, or if you are in the area, please let us know what you're seeing. I know we have weather watchers in the southeast part of the state. And this is new, but we want everybody to get familiar with it. And but I'd say we have an ongoing tornado, or at least a wall cloud or funnel cloud with this hook echo and also with this hook echo. And I'm surprised we haven't seen a tornado warning yet for this storm in um, Missouri, right over the border. Boy, and I just hate to see this when these storms are tracking just a little bit. This current storm is heading, I know it says it's going northeast, but it is actually heading east and just south, and it's headed toward the Joplin area. It's going to be going south of Pittsburgh, so we're going to have to watch that throughout the evening. And notice this storm just to the southwest of Mound Valley and Altamont, US 59. It is starting to take the shape of a potential hook echo. So we're going to have to watch all these storms along this front. This storm is definitely growing. I'm not sure which way that. Let's try to run this and see. I'm going to put it. You can watch. I'm not going to do this to y'all all night, but let's just show you how fast these storms have developed, and especially our tornadic storm here. Boy, a tornado watch with that. We do not. We do have severe thunderstorm warnings with these storms. Sorry, I haven't been telling you that, but I figured you would figure that out. The severe thunderstorm warnings are areas in the polygons in yellow, and the tornado warnings are those in red. We also want to take a look at, we have another system that's going to be moving in tonight that will affect additional portions of Kansas, and it's going to be moving out of, it is going to be moving out of northwest Kansas. So real quick, let's take a look out of the Goodland, Kansas radar. We have had a report, we did have a report of hail and also significant wind. And it looks like that is the case here. Let's see. We did have a tornado, actually. We had a history of a tornado, looks like. Funnel cloud reported in Cheyenne County, Colorado. And it looks like we do have another tornado reported. Let's go ahead and stop this and speed it up here. Let's see. We have a tornado warning for east central Cheyenne County, in southern Wallace County in west central Kansas. At 8:03, a confirmed tornado was 7 miles southwest of Weston, or 15 miles east of Cheyenne Wells, moving east at 30. A damaging tornado was on the ground with quarter-size hail. This was law enforcement confirmed. This it doesn't look too. It is going to bring with it a significant cold front, and I think we can have some very significant winds overnight tonight as that piece of energy moves from northwest to southeast. Let's go back to the and check on the tornadoes here in southeast Kansas. And again, I'm getting rather concerned for the areas around Columbus, Kansas. And let's go back to Wichita so I can see. I just want to see get it down to street level in Columbus. Okay. Yeah, you can still see that. There we go. Okay, there we go. Well, you can see this as it's closer to Wichita. You can definitely see this, and it is tornado warned now. And that it was just warned a minute ago at 8:05. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Mound Valley, or 8 miles southeast of Cherryvale, moving east at 30 miles per hour. This is radar indicated rotation and golf ball size hail. And this looks like it's moving, even though it shows it's moving to the northeast, it looks like it's moving directly toward the east. So we're about 15 miles from Oswego, but we are, let's see if we're any closer to any smaller communities. I don't think we are, but this is a pretty good sign that we have a funnel cloud or wall cloud, some sort of rotation. The entire storm is rotating. So let's check this out. This additional, we have three tornadoes right in a row, and you can tell these are all different supercells. And I wouldn't want to bet this will turn into a tornado warned storm shortly. So let's give a heads up to Coffeyville and Independence as it moves off to the east. Heads up to your west, Coffeyville. Okay, but Columbus, let's look. Let's go back to the Tulsa radar and see. Yeah, that starting to lose its shape, but let's go in. This one is definitely not. Let's take a look at the base velocity. Oh yeah, you can definitely see this. So if I was in Columbus, I would be taking my tornado precautions at this time. Yeah, here we go. We just have a new warning issued. Let's see. Well, this is a you can see all of these. You can see how the winds, the direction of the winds change by colors, and even on the back of this one, this is what we call a tail end Charlie. And again, we're green is going toward the radar site, red is going away. So we do have circulation on the back of this last storm that was I was talking about Coffeyville just a little bit ago. Okay, at 8:04 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 10 miles northwest of Jasper and moving east at 40. Here's Jasper, and you can definitely tell the rotation is located here. And the hail in this has been 3-inch in diameter, so we're getting some very, very big hail associated with this storm. And this is US 71. Let's see here. Let's see. So we are into, this was the first storm. This is the storm in Missouri. And boy, this storm that's been producing a tornado just to the west of Columbus, boy, it got to keep a definite eye on it. It is still heading to the east southeast, but this is a very healthy storm into Missouri. With three tornadoes right in a row, and I have a feeling there's going to be a fourth here very, very shortly, right along this boundary. And the red and the blue indicate that it's a stationary boundary right now, but earlier today it was down just along in Tulsa, and it's moved probably 75 miles to the north, and this is the low area of low pressure associated with it. And so if it moves less than I believe 50 miles in a day, it's considered a stationary front. But this was a warm front, and it moved with it the warm, moist air. That's why we have all these thunderstorms. And at the 700 millibar level, as we sometimes talk about, um, we have a jet streak moving right over the top of us, interacting, and it's moving from southwest to northeast. So it's interacting with all of these and giving them some more lift and some more energy. Yeah, you can definitely see this. That was at 8:05. We don't have any more law enforcement updates, but this one is definitely looking a little more healthier. I hate to say that. Um, well, it looks like honestly it's not as wide um, as this one has been, or this circulation back here to the west, which is good news for Columbus. Yeah, this storm has gone severe now, and again, uh, right along 166, and this is 160 right here, just that runs through Independence. So looks like we have hail that's about an inch and almost just bigger than golf ball size hail, approaching Chautauqua. So that's a storm we definitely need to keep an eye on. Okay. Thanks for continuing to stay with us, weather watchers. Hope you're learning some uh, things about the radar tonight and how storms, some rules with some storms. looks like reported just a few minutes ago. Whoops. Let's get out of there. Wow. 2 miles south of Mound Valley, looks like we had a train spotter reports a tornado which damaged a shed just south of Mound Valley. But this cell looks like it's trying to regenerate, and this was a previous tornado over an hour ago, and now we have another one on its heels actually. And this tornado warning was just issued at 8:15. A confirmed tornado was just located south of Mound Valley, moving east at 35 miles per hour. Weather spotters have confirmed the tornadoes. This is producing a tornado and golf ball size hail, and this is where the golf ball size hail is located. So Altamont, I would definitely expect hail. You might already be getting the hail, but Altamont, definitely be prepared for hail as the storm continues to move to the east and southeast. This storm still has the best look to it. We're getting some storms north of this as well, just south of Fort Scott, heading toward the Nevada area, and a couple, but they're rooted right along the boundary. Here we go. We've got another. This is in Missouri. A confirmed tornado was located 5 miles north of Jasper, moving east at 40. Law enforcement has confirmed the tornado and reports a tornado along the Barton-Jasper County line northwest of the town of Jasper. So this is not a good situation for Jasper, and this is right on US 71, and this tornado is going to be coming awful close to the town of Jasper in Missouri. This is going to update here real shortly. We'll back out and see how it updates. Yeah, you can see it's trying to take on the classic hook. We've got another hook trying to establish here. Yeah, in this in this storm, and that's the storm that's moving through Jasper, right? Or excuse me, Columbus right now. Boy, all these storms are getting combined. Boy, and these storms to the south are starting to look very healthy. They're to the east of Chautauqua now, but Coffeyville, I definitely would pay attention to these storms to your west. Radar is indicating hail 2 inches in diameter, and we have another tornado warning. Oh, that's the same one. Just an update on it. The Mound Valley storm, but it still looks like it's putting down a tornado. we're not going to leave you. We're going to take just a real quick break. The radar is going to stay up. You can watch it. We're going to put it in movement mode so you can see it move, but we'll be right back here very, very shortly. Hi, welcome back, Weather Watchers. We are just noticing additional development in east central Kansas, southeast of the Turnpike. And these are elevated, what we call elevated thunderstorms. They do not pose any risk of tornadoes, but they could produce some hail. So we'll have to keep an eye on these as well. And so there is, obviously, we'll keep an eye on these. And notice that these storms just developed here in the last literally 10 minutes, and they've gone severe as well. And they're in that corridor that has the moist thunderstorms. Oh yeah, look at this. This is just north of Tulsa. The temperature is 77 degrees with a dew point of 63. Boy, tornadoes absolutely love that. They love that juice. I am getting more and more concerned with the storm that's on the very end back here. Let's take a look at that real close. That's headed up toward Coffeyville. For anything, and we have more storms developing behind it. For anything, just a hail. These are large hail producers. But also with almost every storm that we've had tonight has had a history of producing a tornado. even if it's a brief spin up. So it's something we definitely need to keep our eyes on. Okay, I'll slow this back down and we'll just look at these storms one by one, and we'll go from west to east. These storms are just to the east of Chautauqua and moving into Caney and heading to the northeast towards Independence, Liberty, and Coffeyville. And these storms do have a history of golf ball size hail and will continue to do so. And this is a severe thunderstorm warned storm. The next storm is a tornado warned storm, which you can tell it has a nice hook echo to it, and it looks like the hail core passed directly over Altamont, and it looks like oh, this is from a previous storm. Sorry, this is not this storm. We've had multiple tornadoes in this area tonight. So this is the second batch of storms to move through this area. And with more storms behind it, flooding could become a concern later. But again, based on, you can see the flow, the winds coming here, wrapping around, counterclockwise motion, and that's how we get the hook echo look on the radar. And this storm looks like it's moving to the east toward Oswego, so we want to definitely keep an eye on that storm. Then our next storm, let's see here, and I believe that's right along state line, but this is an interesting feature. And it is tornado warned, and a tornado and ping pong ball sized hail was reported at 8:16, and this warning goes until 8:30, so another minute. Let's see if they rewarn that, and I have a feeling that they might. Let's take a look at the velocities with it. You can tell it's the rotation is not as tight as it was before, such as a storm. This is a much more tighter rotation. And again, I know I've told you this all night, but greens are going toward the radar and the reds are going away. And since we're using the Tulsa radar, greens are going toward and reds are going away. So this is the area that would most likely see the tornado. And let's take it back to just our base reflectivity to show you. And there we go. This is we have that hook echo. Okay, here is the state line right here, and we had that storm just go through Columbus. It was tornado warned, and they have allowed that tornado warning to expire, which is great news. But as you can tell, we're starting to get another notch. And let's take a look at the base velocity again. Yep, we've got another area of rotation, and you can see the greens up against the reds, and we'll take that back and see. You can see here. So I don't think we're done with this this system yet. I think we'll probably have another tornado produced out of it. And these systems, these cells will continue to produce tornadoes. The ingredients are there for it. Let's see how far. Boy, this system is definitely, there we go. We have a tornado just reported by law enforcement 10 minutes ago, 2 miles northwest of Jasper, and boy, that's headed really close to Jasper, and that's right along US 71 that parallels US 69 in Kansas. So this goes from the east side of the Kansas City area all the way down to southern Missouri into Arkansas. So, and this is taking a path, going to bring it pretty close to the Springfield area. So this is definitely one to watch. And we'll see if we can't get any. We'll see if we can't get any information. Well, I just did. I just got an update from. Uh, Okay, a tornado was on the ground, confirmed, located near Jasper and moving east at 25 miles per hour. Law enforcement confirmed the tornado. Damage was reported in the intersections of Highway 49 and 126 in Barton County. So we do have damage coming from this storm. Um, we will keep you posted on this. So this storm has produced damage in and around the Jasper area, it looks like. And it is headed, uh, let's see which way it does go, because our front is up here, but again, we have the juicy air is still down here. 71 temperature and a 59 dew point. So that's still good energy for these storms. Um, good ingredients for the storms. Let's back up and okay, no warnings, no new warnings, that is, which is good news. But we have had a tornado warning for in one of these storms. We had at 4 at one time. We've been having tornado warnings since around 7 o'clock this evening when these storms decided to develop. It looks like Oswego, as we said that earlier, that be prepared for hail. Well, they did get hail. Quarter-size hail was reported in Oswego. Looks like we have trees down around Jasper as well. So I hope that community did not take. I hope it did not take a direct hit. We hope to find out more information, and we'll definitely pass it along. Okay, we have this system. This is one we want to. Let's take a look at this. It's added right into Joplin, and when you say Joplin, everybody kind of gets. But let's see. This is the hail core. Yeah, temperature 74 and a dew point is 62. So plenty of juice for this storm to continue to develop in. Let's see what the base velocities look like. They are not that impressive at all right now, but let's just keep an eye on that and make sure that that continues to be the case. We don't need another Joplin at all. And not saying that we have the perfect conditions, but we do have a pretty significant jet streak tonight, running east from our west, and that will provide a greater. Just a second, I apologize. It's what happens when you do this by yourself and you have nobody here to help. If you have any questions at all, you're always welcome to call us. Our number is area code 916-761-8984. Looks like the tornado warning for Wallace County in western Kansas has been what? I am not seeing what they're seeing at all. Okay. Oh. Okay, so let's pull out here and just see what we're looking at. Lots of severe thunderstorm warnings and 2 tornado warnings along this line. One still in Kansas and one in Missouri. And this came in at 2 minutes ago. Tornado warning remains into effect for southeastern Labette. At 8:35, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was 2 miles southwest of Oswego, moving east at 25 miles per hour. And you can definitely tell here is the area of rotation, the area of concern. Yeah, I'm just trying to do a few things here to make me feel a little more. There we go. That's what I wanted to look at. Okay. All right. This is still trying to form another hook. And this earlier tonight, this had a. It looks like it's doing that. Let's see what it looks like inside here. Yep. Yeah. So let's go back out here. Getting kind of concerned about this storm. Boy, do we have a couplet here. Let's take a look at this storm real quick. We sure do. We're in Tulsa here. This is the radar. Green's going toward it, red's going away from it, but it's pretty much broad rotation, but I'm still concerned about this storm. It's starting to take the shape. The shape concerns me with the hook. Let's see here. Boy, it sure does. And I wouldn't be just looks like we have a new severe thunderstorm warning with it. Let's see, at 8:40, severe thunderstorm is located over Caney, moving east at 35. Ping pong ball sized hail has been reported and wind gusts of up to 60 miles per hour. But I am very concerned about that storm right there. And we have been since it formed earlier. And definitely as it follows along 166. This is US 166. Caney, Tyro, Coffeyville. So this is definitely one for us to keep an eye on, because I have a feeling we will see something warned out of this. Before the night's over. And it's going to update here in about 10 seconds. So let's stay with it and try it. Let's stay with it and look at the update. Yeah. Let's go back and, oh yeah, I have a feeling. Let's see here. If I would think, this could be a debris signature right in here. Let's take a look real quick here. Yep, that is that's right where it is. I'm surprised this storm is not warned. But this is this is the let's see what county this is. Boy, I'm surprised it's not warned yet. Yep, you can see this right here, and yeah, it's just right south of this this hook echo, and that could be a debris signature. This is a lot of wooded area. There is well, there's more storms following behind it. Let's definitely keep an eye on that. That storm looks very, very interesting. Okay, looks like, well, we were right here as well. This storm looks like Joplin is warned now for tornado warning. Let's see if we have had another update. Tornado was on the ground in 5 west southwest of Golden City, which is just to the east of Jasper, I believe. But Joplin is now warned. It was producing a tornado 2 miles north of Galena and moving southeast at 35. So the tornado was on the Kansas side. Yep, you can definitely see it. Let's take it into and look at our reef velocities. Let's go into the Springfield radar site, and I bet we will be able to see this one much better. Okay, that was here. Looks like we have another area of circulation right here around Carl Junction, but again, that's on the other side. But we're more worried about something heading into Joplin, and yeah, you can see this right here, and our radar site is over here. So green is going towards, red is away. Quarter-size hail was reported by emergency management in Crawford County. Okay, so let's see. But you can definitely see the hook echo, and it looks like it is moving to the south and east. So we'll definitely keep an eye. But let's go back into Kansas and take a look at the storm we were looking at earlier. Boy, even from the Springfield radar, you can see this storm. My goodness. And another one coming up south in Oklahoma. Let's see where Tulsa is. Okay, so let's take a look real quick here. And let's switch back to the Wichita radar since this is. Whoops, I knew that was going to happen. We're way out in western Kansas. That's okay. Yeah, we've got quite a bit of rotation here. And it's all moving to the north and east. This is going to be the hail field, and it, thank goodness, it looks like it's gotten maybe just a little bit smaller. This is reporting 1.5-inch hail as it moves to the north and east, or just east and slightly north, but a more, and it looks like Caney could have seen some hail as this moved through as well. But I'm a little bit more concerned with whoops, with the rotation. Okay. It doesn't look as organized as it was earlier, but we're starting to get at just what we thought. We're starting to get a little more. And again, these are all separate cells. Notice that they're not lining up. So these are all separate cells, and these are all showing supercell characteristics. So we have to kind of keep an eye on these. Even though it's after dark and you typically don't see that, but we have the energy there. Let's look at this tornado warning. Uh, okay. That storm is moving into Joplin. It does not, to me, it looks like it's lost its uh, tornado signatures. Let's take a look at the velocities just in case. Not seeing anything right now that would indicate uh, anything at all. Um, Anything at all tornadic. Some maybe some hail, but I'm not seeing anything at all showing anything tornadic. But let's switch to the Springfield site. Okay, there we go. There's Carl Junction. So to the northwest, I am seeing some little bit of gate to gate here. We still have south wind, still have, and that was at just about an hour ago. So we're waiting on that update. Okay. Go back to Wichita radar, and let's take a look at. Looks like we need to take a look at western Kansas. Let's take a look real quick at this. As I've noticed this. This is the storm that we were talking about south of Coffeyville, and both of these storms show some rotation on the southwest sides. Okay. Let's see how they look. Yep. And notice here, let's see. And look at this. This cell has, boy, all three of these cells right here. This is, but it doesn't, again, the hail doesn't look as large as it was, so if there's anything positive, that's very, very positive. Yeah, okay. We'll just have to keep an eye on this cell. We are seeing some rotation with this. And here down in the warm sector, not too concerned about this. And even this has lost the characteristic that we've seen most of the night. Well, let's go out just a tad bit and take a look at these storms in western Kansas. Looks like high winds. Okay, let's go take a look at the Goodland radar and see what these look like. Let's see how they've developed over the past and notice how they're warning ahead of these cells. Goodland is here. Let's see here. So this is going to take on a cold pool. Actually, it doesn't show much. Lots of hail here in eastern Colorado, which is pretty typical. We've also had some funnel clouds. Okay, let's take a look at the Dodge City site just to get a little better. Okay, there we go. And we can kind of tell. Yeah, these are going to continue, and they should continue probably. And it looks like they've got a lot of wind in them. And let's just check real quick. Oh yeah, you can tell. Got a lot of wind on the front end of these, and that's what they're warning. They warn quite a ways out when we start seeing wind. And this is going to move. These are going to move southeast through the evening. We don't have a lot of history, so that's why it's doing that. There we go. We're starting to get our history now. And they are moving quickly. They are moving very quickly. Probably about 45 miles per hour as they make their way, and see they're billing to the south and southwest. So this is going to become the next focus. We might see some small hail out of these, but wind is definitely going to be the main issue as the night goes on. And these will cross Kansas, and they'll move into the south central part of Kansas. Here's Dodge City, but they will continue to move from northwest to southeast. So just FYI, be prepared. But the storms of the day, the most severe storms, are still located in southeast Kansas. And just notice real quick what's happened here. We're losing some of our severity. These storms are starting to go below severe limits. So let's take a look at them in our just base reflectivity mode. And we'll go. They don't look like much, do they? But because we're still out in Goodland on our Dodge City radar. So let's look at the Wichita radar real quick and see how they look. And you'll see a big difference. There we go. There we go. Okay. And you can definitely tell we've had wind reports, hail reports, large hail reports, trees down. But thank goodness it doesn't look like we've had a lot of damage tonight. Most of these, this is a pretty open area in the southern Flint Hills, and looks like a lot of these storms are do have some hail cores, but they are not taking the shape that they had earlier with the kidney bean look shape or the hook echo. I say that now this one does, but we'll keep an eye on it. But they're certainly not as severe as they were earlier, which is a good thing. And it being almost 9 o'clock, but I'm not saying that they can't continue to go, because these are all, if we've talked about this earlier, like this. So let's see. This is a large area for a severe thunderstorm, uh, and these are starting to pick up. These things are moving. So let's see here. The ping pong ball size hail and 60 miles per hour, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts are reported with this cell, and it looks like they're moving straight to the east. So Coffeyville looks like you're going to luck out from this significant hail. However, with that said, um, Faulkner, this shows 2-inch in diameter hail, and that's just to the southwest or to the northeast of Bartlett, Kansas. But boy, a lot of reports tonight, a lot of reports of severe weather, literally in just 2 hours. These things blew up in a hurry, and they went severe very, very quickly. And this is over an hour ago. It was 75 degrees in Enid with a dew point of 61. Still have one remaining tornado warning, and that includes the city of Joplin. And it looks like the hail core is going to be over Webb City, which is just north of Joplin, about 15 miles, 10 to 15 miles. Temperature 74, dew point of 62. This system, the storm, looks like it's headed toward Baxter Spring with some pretty large hail. Let's just take a look at this. This system still has some rotation with it, so it's definitely something to watch. But most of the rest of the storms, they do not. They look pretty good. Let's even take that to the Tulsa site and confirm. Yep, Caney, hail was reported. Quarter size hail. Okay. Let's watch these for just a little bit longer and see how they start to act. And notice that we're getting some more storms outside of the tornado watch, which isn't until 2 o'clock this morning or tomorrow morning. If you're just joining us, we've been watching multiple tornadoes in southeast Kansas this evening since about 7 p.m. We appreciate you checking in with us. We hope you enjoy the live feed that we're able to provide now with our new website. We'd love to get your feedback. So any comments that you could put on Facebook, we'd sure appreciate it. We'd like to know if you like what we're doing. Your feedback is very important to us to see if we continue doing something like this. So please feel free to leave comments on Facebook or our webpage, severeweather.us. Yeah, everybody's all over the tornado warning for Joplin. Imagine that. But as we know, that tornado warning still is active. However, we're not seeing any areas of rotation anywhere close to the city, which is nice. We've had tornadoes around Joplin, but nowhere in Joplin. Looks like we have a storm trying to take on some. We have the typical kidney bean shape here, and it is tornado warned. Let's see what it is. Just 2 minutes ago, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Webb City, and it was moving east at 30 miles an hour. Radar indicated rotation just south of Webb City. And see, we have southeast winds, temperature of 66, a dew point of 63. And here we go. This is how we have inflow, and then it wraps around, and you can see that in the hail core and the rain to the north and east. So this is the area. This is the business area when we're looking at tornadoes. And here is Joplin, so that's why everybody was all in an uproar. And we have another storm that's taking shape that has the kidney bean. Boy, they're just one after another after another. And this is taking another shape that concerns me. That was the one with the big hail. This has 2-inch in diameter hail, and it is moving to the east. It continues to move to the east, but we'll keep an eye on that. So we have 2 active tornado warnings going, and those are both in Missouri. We do have storms in Kansas that I'm a little concerned about that are severe thunderstorm warned. But I think we're going to call it a night. We appreciate you hanging in there with us. And again, please, we definitely want to know how we're doing. And if you like the new format, this is very, very important to us. So we're going to leave the radar going here for just a little bit longer so you can follow it. Just like any other radars, uh, the red background means tornado watch until 2 a.m. The yellow boundaries are severe thunderstorm warnings, and the red boundaries are tornado warnings. So this is the Kansas side, and this is Oklahoma, Kansas, and Missouri. So, and again, we hope you have enjoyed our coverage. What you want to watch out for tonight, Kansas, is these storms in northwest Kansas. They are going to head north, or excuse me, they are going to head southeast, and they're going to provide a ton of wind and potential for some hail. And I know most people want some rain. We'll get some rain out of it, but it's moving so fast. I don't think we'll get as much as people probably want. But we'll leave the radar up here going as much as we can for you. And if you have questions, you can leave them. You can message us on our webpage. But thanks for following us. We will be on mute, but we will be here if you have questions. Hi, weather watchers. we The National Weather Service or Storm Prediction Center has issued a severe thunderstorm warning until 5 a.m. For pretty much the west central through southeast portion of Kansas. This does not, I don't believe this takes the place of the tornado watch, but it goes from right around Hill City down to Garden City and right through, as we were talking earlier, the central part of the state. And it just came up on the radar, as you can see. So no, it doesn't take place of the just one second. I'm seeing something I don't like here on the radar. Okay. So let's take a look at a large part of the state of Kansas is now under a severe thunderstorm watch until 5 a.m. It's going to be a bumpy night, folks. As we told you earlier, um, this storm system is a very windy storm system, and I'm not worried about tornadoes. I'm very worried about significant winds up to 75 miles per hour and hail up to the size um, of ping pong balls. So this is a pretty intense uh, piece of energy that's moving south, east, and um, I think this might surprise a few people. So I'm gonna put you back on. Let's take a look real quick and see what's happening in the Garden City area, or excuse me, the Dodge City radar site, so you can see. There we go. I know it doesn't look like much, but these things are going to grow in strength because we have that jet that's coming through here, and it's going to intensify these storms as they move off to the south and east. And let's just take a real close look at these. They don't look like much, but they will definitely pack a punch when they come through, I have a feeling. With as they already have. These are funnel cloud reports, wind reports, 60-mile-an-hour winds, 55-mile-an-hour winds. They had zero visibility from blowing dust. 70-mile-per-hour winds, and these winds, these are not just estimated. These winds were caught on the mesonet systems at airports and schools, which are very, very accurate. So, and you're seeing on the front side of these, you're seeing these indicators like we see for rotation with tornadoes. That just indicates a lot of wind on the very front end of these. That's what that means. So again, this is the severe thunderstorm watch that's been issued for most of central Kansas, west central Kansas through south central Kansas until 5 a.m. So a bumpy night. I'm going to get that issued, and we'll continue to keep the radar up, and let's watch what's happening. Oh, it looks like we have a new that storm finally went tornado warned, the one we've been watching in northern Oklahoma. So let's get back to it. Let's switch to the Tulsa, Oklahoma radar, and we kind of had a feeling it would, and there it is. It did go tornado warned. Let's see if one's been spotted or if it's just radar indicated. Looks like it's radar indicated, and up to ping pong ball size hail is also with this storm. So I believe, let's see, our friend, this is, I think this will also be north of, let's see here. That I think this. Yeah, this is the Tulsa radar right here. Boy, this looks very suspicious as well. So these are all on the in the warm sector of this front, and the front is still running up here to the north. And I'll tell you what, this the system that's to the northwest of Joplin looks like a funnel cloud 1 mile south of Carthage in Jasper County has just been reported by fire rescue out of Carthage. And this has we're starting to get a nice notch there as well. And we have another system moving just to looks like to the south of um, from Kansas, headed toward Baxter Springs. Let's see. Let's take a real quick look at this. Boy, this night has absolutely just with a few cells. Yeah, there it is. You can see. You can see the rotation. Well, that rotation is gotten pretty uh, wide, and it's headed right in toward Baxter Springs. And let's see what happens. Again, we're on the Tulsa radar, so greens are going and reds are going away. So this is the area right here, most likely where this identifier. This is where the reds and the greens are really coming together. So this is probably where I'd be most concerned with. And this system is moving off to the east. So let's kind of keep an eye on that as well. We thought we were done. Nope. And again, you can see how this is building a nice little hook. Gosh darn, we thought we were done. And then these things start popping up. And notice still, these things, and here's another one. These are not, I think the low level jet is starting to kick in. It's after 9 o'clock. And I think that's what's giving us our energy. Because there is quite a few storms that are building out there. So our low level jet is kicking in. So we'll keep this running for you, and we're going to get that severe thunderstorm watch posted. All right. All right, weather watchers posted the severe thunderstorm watched until 5 a.m. for most of central Kansas. And if you are signed up on our website, you should have got that in your inbox as a notification. That's a nice plus being part of our website. Is you get, as soon as we post things, you get notifications. It's a nice nice plus. Let's check on some of our severe thunderstorms in southeast Kansas real quick. See how many, if we have any tornado warnings left. Well, my goodness, doesn't look like we do. In fact, if you kind of notice, it looks like some of these storms, except this one has a nice little notch on it. It looks like these storms, this one does too still, but they're trying to, maybe it looks like they're trying to line up, which is a good sign that shows that they're becoming less and less of a tornado threat, which is what we want to hear, which is good news. I like to see where the actual front is. I haven't had time to take a look at it, but the nice thing about it looks like we're pretty close. How this front is oriented, but I'm going to guess that it's probably further south. But still, here's let's see what time this was. Gosh, come on, there we go. That was at 9:35. Still 68 and 61 for a dew point, so still have high dew points here. That was same time, 72 and 63. So Coffeyville is 65 over 63. So it's, I'm gonna guess the front's pretty close to that. We have people that aren't able to find things on the website. It is new. We wish you'd just kind of play around with it. And if you have questions, please ask. It's new. Thanks for the comment, Lisa. It is new. It's going to take some time to get used to. And we'd hope that you would stick with us in trying to get familiar with it. We'll be glad actually to put on a YouTube on where to find things on the site, from a PC to a tablet to a smartphone, if you'd be interested in that. Okay, let's see. Still looks like we have some things down in northern Oklahoma, just to the north of Tulsa, that are kind of suspicious and do have some rotation. Some of these are going to be rotating, but I just see a couple of them left, which is fantastic sign. I do think they're going to try to congeal. I really, really, really do, which is a fantastic sign. And my, look at these little babies trying to. Oh, this is even. Let's go to Kansas City radar and see. This is severe thunderstorm warning just outside of Kansas City. Let's see what's going on there. Oops, there we go. Yeah, look at this in the tail end Charlie here. Look at that. Wow, that's interesting. Let's see what it looks like. Um, sure do have just a little bit of a little bit of spin back there. Wow, interesting. These are called tail end Charlies. Just with they're on the very tail end of a thunderstorm, on the very last end of a thunderstorm, especially when they've gone over an area where that has not been corrupted by any other thunderstorm. And you'll see these are just a little spin on the very backside, and if you follow those, sometimes you get lucky when you're out chasing and get what they call a tail end Charlie, which is kind of cool. Okay, not significant. Let's see how fast these things are moving. It just shows a little bit of size of the hail. Okay. These have some wind in them too, and here's some that just got another warning. But look at these things back here in western Kansas. They are booking. I mean, they are flat booking. Wow. Man, they're booking. So there's definitely, this is real interesting. Yeah, look at that. Huh. Let's see. These things are moving along too. Huh, interesting. Wow. Okay. Some nice hail cores. Let's see how big these 1.25. Okay. So just over quarter size. And those are all south of here's the metro area. And here's one headed toward the metro area right along. This is the I-135. And that's headed straight up towards Kansas City. So it looks like they'll be getting some decent rain tonight. Let's check out, see what's going on in Dodge City. That's going to be, yep, these things are moving along, and they're headed to the each one of these segments. If you've never known this before on the radars, each one of these segments, these little pluses, those are 15 minutes. So these things are absolutely just booking to the south and east. And it looks like, now you'll see these, let's see what's what, because we get some interference from the wind farms in western Kansas. So let's see what's what and let's see how those stay in place. So those aren't anything. You got some outside of Greensburg by Buckland and Spearville, Cimarron. You have all those that are in place. But just look how fast those things are moving. These storms are moving very, very fast. And so, again, not going to be a lot of rain, but I'm really concerned about some very strong straight line winds. And as they pulse up, maybe some hail. I think the wind is going to be the big event as these things continue to move to the south and east. So that's what it looks like on this end. No active tornado warnings for Kansas, which is great news. So I think that we appreciate you sticking with us tonight, and we hope you will continue to follow us here and get used to the website. I know it's going to take some time to make changes, but we hope you appreciate our coverage tonight. We've been on since right around 7 o'clock, and we hope you learned a few things. So have a great night. Just know that if you're around central Kansas, south central Kansas, around the Hutchinson, Wichita area, that those storms should be here probably by the 11:30 to midnight hour. So, and you'll probably get woken up by those. But anyway, we are going to just continue our coverage. But thanks for hanging in there with us. And if you have questions, please, again, we'll be on Facebook and on our website is the best way to get a hold of us. We are always live on there and can take we get comments instantly. And warnings do come across our website. so they come across there just immediately. So that's why we really like utilizing the website. But for now, thanks for following Weather Watchers. We sure appreciate it. Have a great night, and maybe we'll see you next week with the chance of a few thunderstorms rolling around mid next week. Have a happy Easter, everybody, and talk to you soon.